Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kerry and I love all things beauty and makeup related. Today we're going to be testing out another foundation. I quite like testing out new foundations, but I don't always get the colour match right, and we're going to see if this is any good for me because I don't think I've ever had a powder foundation. So stick around, subscribe, and let's jump in. So the foundation I am testing today is the Maybelline New York Superstay 24-Hour Hybrid Powder Foundation. This is what the packaging looks like. I'm excited to give this one a go. I've tended to stay away from powder foundations just because I have quite dry skin and fine lines, but I'm told that this is good even for dry skin. So we're going to give it a go. I did get this in the shade number 10. I don't know if this is the right shade or not for me. I was umming and ahhing with shade number 6. I mean, every different website that I went on to look at the shade colours seemed different. Is that just me? Did you find it difficult to try and pick a shade for this if you were interested? So that is the colour of number 10, and then underneath, oh, you do have a little mirror. I didn't notice that yesterday. You have a little mirror and a little, what good is this to anybody? Like, so let's read the claims of this foundation. It says on the Maybelline New York website, get the ultimate soft matte look with Maybelline New York Superstay 24-Hour Hybrid Powder Foundation, up to 24 hours of medium to full matte coverage, non-stop comfort, weightless feel, resists sweat, water and transfer, no caking and no patchiness. Now those are some claims. Now you might be thinking, Kerry, you've got dry skin, why do you like matte foundations? Especially soft matte foundations. They are my absolute favourite. NARS Soft Matte is one of my favourite foundations of all time. I think it works really nicely on my skin. Although I do have dry skin, I do keep on top of my skincare to make sure it's not super duper dry. You get the gist. Now I don't think there's that many shades in this foundation. Just looking on the Maybelline website, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It looks like there's 10 to choose from on the Maybelline website. Not sure if that's the entirety of the collection. Hopefully not, because that's not a lot of shades. It does say it's for all skin types, and it says how to apply to skin and blend. Use the included sponge applicator, absolutely not, for more full coverage, or a brush for more natural matte. So I do have my Arttitude Cosmetics Poof Puff Poof thing. I will link this down below in case you're interested, because this is a really good quality, nice one. I'm going to go in with this and see how I feel, but I think I'm going to go in with my concealer first, just because I feel like that's what a lot of people have been doing, because obviously this is a powder. The concealer is not going to be a powder. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work. But once this is on, I will show you in natural light, and hopefully I will be able to do some check-ins throughout the day. So like I say, I do have dry skin, so I am going to go in with a primer. I'm going to go in with my NYX Marshmallow Primer because I'm scared of this powder foundation. I'm not going to use too much of it. I just want a little bit, just where I can be a little bit dry. I usually use a primer before I put foundation on anyway, so don't feel like it's cheating, because I wouldn't be using it with nothing underneath, usually. My skin is starting to play up at the moment. I've got a few breakouts just because being a woman and it's that time of the month, you know, so we're going to see if it covers all of that up. I'm excited to give this one a go. But let's go in with the concealer first. I'm going to go in with my favourite concealer. It's the Makeup Revolution Eye Bright Illuminating Concealer in Fair, but this should be linked down below as well. Okay, so that is the concealer on. I'm just going to blend this in. It seems very strange just putting the concealer on first, but I definitely didn't want to pop it on top of the foundation because I'm not quite sure how that would be. I think this foundation is super affordable as well. I will pop the price on screen, but just from memory, I feel like it's around £10. Now, if I had any other cream products, I would be putting them on now, but I'm not going to be using any more cream products today. So I'm just going to go in with the foundation and this. Okay, we mean business because the donut ears are on. So let's see how this is going to work. I'm just going to, I don't want to pick up too much actually. I wonder if this is going to be a colour match that is enjoyable for me today. I have got a high neck top on, just in case. Not actually sure how to apply powder foundations. Like I say, this is my first go, but kind of just buffing it in. Okay. That looks quite nice. Can you tell I'm super suspicious of this? Considering I've got dry skin, that's going on quite nicely. I don't think I want to put it under my eyes fully where I put the concealer. I think I might use a different powder for that because I don't want it to look super crepey. Okay, that has pretty good coverage and it's not looking too bad. I do realise I'm in front of studio lights right now, so I definitely will show you in natural lighting, but I feel like that's not bad. That is not looking bad on my skin. It definitely has some coverage, not full coverage, because I can still see a few little blemishes peeking through, but that's not bad. So this is what we are looking like. I'm obviously going to be using setting spray at some point, so if it is looking a little dry and powdery, don't panic. That's actually not a bad colour match for me, and that's looking pretty nice. It's going to be interesting to see how it looks when all the rest of the things are finished, especially when I've set it with setting spray. Set it with setting, you know what I mean. And I have a new one today. I have the e.l.f. Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Mist, which I'm excited to try. I have spritzed this once just so I could see what the mister is like, and it looks beautiful. Let me pop on the rest of my makeup and then I'll come back and show you how we're looking, and then we'll jump somewhere with natural light. Oh, and also I did forget to tell you, this is the time. It is 10:27 right now. Okay, so I finished the rest of my makeup. This is how we are looking. If you are interested, I did use the Glamlight Strawberry Shortcake palette. And for those of you that have been on my channel a while, you know I don't order directly from Glamlight because the customer service is awful. So I did get this from Monolith and I'm super happy with it because look at this colour story, and the shadows performed beautifully. So I'm super happy with this look. And now all the rest of my base products are on, we can take a closer look at what's going on with this foundation. Okay, so let me have a little look first. Obviously I did spray it with setting spray. I went in with the rest of my base products. Currently, it's not bad, but it is looking a little cakey in areas. That could be me putting on too much. It's not sitting on my skin as nicely as some of my other foundations, but I have noticed when I've watched other people review this that after an hour or so it seems to sit better on their skin, so it needs to take a little time. The time now, because I've been messing about for quite a while, is 11:06, so we'll see how long I wear this for, but I shall do some check-ins. I'm going to take you downstairs in a minute and find some natural light, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be for a powder foundation, let me just put it like that. So first impressions, applying it and seeing it with the rest of my base products, it's okay. I'm going to see how it wears. So far it's doing better than I imagined, but I'll just show you here. But like I say, we will go into natural light because this isn't always the best in front of these studio lights. Okay guys, we are in natural light, so I'm just going to show you a bit closer how my skin is looking. I mean, it's not my favourite as of yet, and it's not the worst. But yeah, I don't think the colour match is too bad. I'm not keen on how it's sitting on my skin at the moment. Sorry about that close up because that's very close to my face, but hopefully you can see how the foundation is sitting right now. I will do some more check-ins and see how it's wearing, but this is how it is currently. Okay guys, it is now 1:38 and I have been to town and back. Me and my husband did pop to Primark and it was a bit windy outside, not the best weather, but I thought that's really good to test the foundation, going out, doing what I'd normally do, not just sat at home. So, actually, the longer it's been on my skin, the more I'm actually kind of liking it. I can see what people mean, like the way it kind of settles in after a little while. Again, it's not my favourite, like, I feel like when I look at it in the mirror, it looks nicer than it does when I'm showing you on this screen right now because this camera's picking up every little flaw in my skin. But it's not too bad. I mean, Yeah, I don't think it's going to be my favourite ever foundation, but I don't think it's bad so far. I'll do some more check-ins, maybe one more, maybe two more, who knows. And then we'll see what I feel at the end of the day. But I think it looks quite nice. I was quite happy to go out like this. Okay guys, this is the last check-in. I have just stuffed my face with a lot of sushi and it was very delicious. And the time is 16 minutes past 6. So that's almost 8 hours, isn't it? Did I count that right? I feel like that's almost 8 hours. So we'll have a look at the foundation and see how it is looking. Okay, so forehead isn't looking too bad. It hasn't really settled into any lines there. Nose is okay. Smile lines, it's settled into a little bit, but usually that is what happens with all foundations with me, especially when I've been wearing foundation this long. I mean, it looks okay for the amount of hours, but I can see some pores here emphasised. And it's looking a little bit cakier than it was earlier. Let me just zoom you in so you can see. So that is what my forehead is looking like. Not too bad, a little bit shiny looking right now. Like I say, just a little bit in the smile lines. But overall, I mean, it's not the worst, it's definitely not the worst. Overall, I think this is quite a nice foundation. It's not my absolute favourite, but this is just the first time that I've used it. So I will definitely keep trying it some more. If you check out some upcoming videos, I will let you know what I feel when I've used it a little bit more, because I just don't feel like you fully know the first time and the only time that you've used something. But overall, yeah, I think it's quite nice. It's not like my NARS Soft Matte. That is still ranking extremely high. And that is very full coverage. I do really like the W7 HD foundation. That's a super affordable one that I really like for my skin. But this one, yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised, because I was a little bit scared at the fact it was a powder foundation, but I think it has worn very nicely. It's not broke up anywhere. It's not looking ridiculous in any place. So yeah, overall, I'd say I'm pretty pleased with how it's worn today, but it's not my absolute favourite looking foundation on my skin. I hope that was helpful to you. I hope that if you have a similar skin type to me, that has given you some sort of idea as to whether this foundation might work for you. And also, if you are a similar shade to me in other foundations, then you might like shade number, this is number 10, yes. Shade number 10, because I think this is a fairly good colour match for me, to be honest. Just for reference, I do use Mont Blanc in the NARS Soft Matte. Thank you so much for checking out this video, guys. If you could give me a like, that would be amazing. I'm about to go and take my makeup off now. It's going to be amazing to take these eyelashes off and get my pyjamas on. And hopefully, guys, you'll subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!